Let's do some shape rotating. Okay. Here we go. Alright. I am a shape rotator. And you are da-da. Oh no, I need to actually I forgot to do SAP today. Damn. Are there enough people in here for SAP? We could do some after backpack battles. Let's see what's going on with Hassan though. Let's catch up. I'll probably only be live for like another hour or so.
I mean, think about that.
Think about that.
It came out like a week before Hamas attack. To be honest, I want to say like that morning. These are Jewish voices. There is no better. There is no better indication that anti-Zionism and anti-Semitism are conflated and weaponized than silencing Jewish voices that humanize Palestinians. Same thing happened to Bernie Sanders in Germany, who also is, as you guys know, another Jewish American. And Bernie Sanders' approach to this last bout, to this last siege, has been far from great. And even then, German officials German officials that had invited him on his book tour to speak went back on their prior arrangements. German Christians, okay, not German Jews, German Christian officials in the Social Democratic Party. Like, who the fuck are you?
I know. And
are you out of your fucking mind? Richie Torres is another great example of this. The psychopathic the American congressperson who had the audacity, the gall, the indecency to say that Jewish Voices for Peace, okay, and for, well, she phrased it as a question: how many more Palestinians would make you happy if they died? Yeah, it's ridiculous that this guy is literally personally losing his fucking mind at American Jews protesting the occupation. Saying
let's go.
That this is actually anti-Semitic. His top donor is AIPAC, yes. Like, but who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Who the fuck do you think you are, you son of a bitch? How dare you? The audacity, the fucking gall to turn around and shit on American Jews protesting against the apartheid, protesting against the occupation. Who the fuck do you think you are, you son of a bitch? Get the fuck out of here, you fucking piece of shit, you monster. Hasan, Türk değilsin, intihar et. Okay. Eyvallah kardeş. Hemen intihar ediyorum abi. Yakaladın beni. Hem Türk değilim hem de intihar etmeliyim. Sen söyledin diye. Arkadaş, Türksen, Türkiye'de yaşıyorsan bir bak bakayım dolar kaç para. Git bir kendi başbakanına bağır. Okay?
I like the way Hassan says son of a bitch.
Ekmek arası döner olmuş 60 lira. Hala kendi götündeki yarrağı görmek yerine bana gelip bana bağırıyorsun, intihar et diyorsun gerizekalı. İnanamıyorum. İnanamıyorum.
Okay.
Anyway.
Now.
Ne diyorsun Hasan? 60 TL ne yiyorsun amına koyayım? Ne kadar abi döner şu anda?
This? Opponent below 30 deal 50% more damage. What's the cooldown for this? 1.4 seconds. This is 3. Okay, we put this on.
Do you think the
here.
pro-Palestinian protests worldwide would have been so large or come so soon after the horrors committed by Hamas if Netanyahu and his government had not so damaged Israel's international standing over the past several years? Says David Rothkopf.
There's a better way to organize this. Let's think.
Daha fazla. Oha 90 lira 60 lira kedi eti döner. I said a döner sandwich is 60 liras. And Turk said, what do you mean 60 liras? That must be cat meat. Apparently now, this sandwich that was 5 liras when I lived in Turkey, okay, 10 fucking years ago, or more than 10 years ago, 15 years ago at this point, okay, 15, 16 years ago, is now 130 liras for a cheap one.
What the fuck? Oh,
the
God.
level of hyperinflation in Turkey is out of control.
Yeah,
and
I'm
yet
doing more
there are
damage.
still Turks in this chat that spend time, that take time out of their day to come in and yell at me and tell me to commit suicide. That is crazy. I am not your enemy, okay?
2.3,
I did not make
2.8,
Donar 130 liras.
1.4. And it's 1.1 stamina, and that's the sword is what? 0. Okay, we can afford it. Oh fuck.
I have a complete theory. You are gizlice a Kürt using your Twitch para to fund Rojava. Prove me wrong.
Ah.
Ya. Yakaladın. Geri zekalı.
This.
Gizli
Okay.
Kürt dedi abi herif.
And then, but can we do? Oh, we can do that. There we go. Look at that. Look at that.
Anyway.
Ultimate shape rotator. Oh, it's a
Where
card
were we?
cell. I'm gonna call them card cells. Yeah, what are you gonna
Adam
do now?
Brumberg, a prominent Jewish artist and a Berlin-based photographer, was attacked by German police on a pro-Palestinian demo of Jewish Voice, and media wrote, Palestinians attacked the demo. Yes, Germany is officially criminalizing Palestinian solidarity.
That's fucking
In the latest
insane.
attack on Palestinian human rights, the German police have unleashed a chilling crackdown on Nakba commemorations, including banning the holding of watermelons and representing Jewish anti-apartheid protesters.
The fuck? Bro, what the fuck, Germany?
Good stuff. You know, real democracy hours, dude.
So you can connect it with that, but then how am I going to... Because I'm only going to have 3 spaces open, so there's no way I can do it.
Do you think we are on the verge of World War III? I hope not. But yes, if Iran, America, the British Royal Navy,
I think we have to just go in the
Hezbollah,
same.
and Syrian forces they join hands or again duke it out with one another because Israel can't fucking stop doing ethnic cleansing of Palestinians, then yes, we are close to a World War III.
Okay,
But
it's
yes,
over
that
for me,
statement.
I think. Depends. Oh, it's close. Oh my god. Holy moly.
And
Well-
no, China didn't just send 6 battleships into the Middle East. And also, China would not join forces against Israel. Some of you have no fucking clue about China's incredibly important trade partnership with Israel. China would join the battle on Israel's side, shocking everyone that gets their information from dudes who want
I'm
to
a bit
fucking
quiet.
make money
Yeah, sorry, I'm not
on
speaking
Twitter
very loudly. Okay, I'll
by
turn
just
up my
saying
gain.
anything and everything they
Okay,
want to
I'm
say.
a bit louder now.
There are people on Twitter,
I just have to keep my voice down.
okay, who literally do the things that people who hate me claim I do. The whole like America bad or China good. Hassan doesn't understand the nuances of foreign policy. There are actual people that do that. Okay? I'm not one of those people. No matter how hard people try to claim I am.
2.3 seconds.
But no, you are wrong. The Chinese people demonstrating sympathy for Palestinians is very different than the Chinese government. Okay? What about Russia? Do they like Israel? Russia also has a decent relationship behind the scenes with Israel, even though they fucking claim that they currently are very critical of Israel, and Ukraine is very much in support of Israel. Both Russia and Ukraine and Turkey have really important trade relationships with Israel. Anyone who tries to claim otherwise is wrong. Turkey and Russia might have different interests in becoming regional powers in what they see is a new multipolar world, and they might want to be the people who end up controlling the table of negotiation.
3, 4, 1,
they might have that interest, but ultimately it does not matter. The only country that doesn't have decent relations with Israel, secretly or otherwise, is Iran. Okay?
Okay.
Guys, the Turkish government, and I used to say this all the time, for those of you who don't know, there was a massacre called Mavi Marmara, okay?
Well, let's see what this
Mavi
does.
Marmara was the name of a civilian ship that burst through the Israeli blockade by water to bring in humanitarian supplies into Gaza, okay? To bring in humanitarian supplies into Gaza. Israeli commandos in the Freedom Flotilla, yes, Israeli commandos went in by helicopter and dropped into the humanitarian ship and ruthlessly slaughtered every single Turkish person on the ship. Okay? They butchered them
I don't have a
with
shield,
machine
so
guns. And then they did the classic
might
IDF thing where they turned around and said, whoa, these guys had a lot of weapons on. They did not. It was a lie. They did not have any weapons on the ship whatsoever. As a matter of fact, they showed the weapons that they had on the ship. It was knives, you know, to cut food with. Okay?
Oh, so close.
They showed a sling and knives as the proof of weapons. Kitchen knives.
Fire extends 2 and
as
inflict
the
3.
proof of weapons on this humanitarian ship that they fucking ruthlessly slaughtered. Okay?
2.4.
At the time, Recep Tayyip Erdogan was very critical.
Okay, you have to just
very
go for
critical
this.
Of Israel. He said, "Oh wow, how dare you do this? How dare you do this,
bro?" Okay.
How dare you do this, Israel? The famous 1 minute moment happened. I think it was at the Davos or G10 or one of those fucking dumbass summits.
We have to get this.
Humanitarian aid ship had a gun? No, it didn't. What are you doing? No, it didn't.
What do we sell?
Passenger on the ship actively attempted to thwart a landing on the ship by Israeli commandos. In the violent clash that followed, 9 activists were killed, according to the UN report, and a 10th died 4 years later of his wounds. Several dozen activists were claimed to be injured, some seriously. Israel claimed 10 of its soldiers were injured, 1 seriously, which was a lie. The UN report stated that knives in the ship's kitchens, plus 1 ceremonial knife, some catapults, slingshots, catapults, and metal pipes that the passengers cut from the ship's railings were found. Turkey unveiled its final report on the Israeli attack on the Gaza-bound aid convoy on February 11, 2011. The Israeli government appointed the Turkal Commission, unveiled its final report in January 2011, and found both the blockade and the force used by the Israeli soldiers to be legal. Wow, that's shocking. That's so crazy. Israel investigated itself, and guess what they found? Here, I'll show you the fucking proof that they showed as to why it was totally legally permissible. That's why, chat. This is why they launched commandos out of a fucking attack helicopter and ruthlessly slaughtered humanitarian aid workers, dude. Here, there's a more clear picture here of the scary weapons that they found. That's why they had to fucking get in there and just butcher these dudes on a fucking ship. Okay? The Mommy Marmota was a passenger ship and did not carry any humanitarian aid, though other ships, 4 of the 6 in the convoy, did carry aid supplies. Israel said that they found knives, metal, and wood sticks on the ship. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs informed that the humanitarian aid found was scattered and thrown onto piles and not packed properly for transport. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Anyway, why am I telling you this?
No.
Because I was talking about Turkey's relations with Israel. In that same time frame as Erdogan was playing to the television how critical he was of Israel, okay, because of this atrocious act, okay?
Ah, there we go.
Erdogan was still facilitating parts from going into Israeli drones and also training Israeli pilots in Turkey.
There we go.
Because Turkey is a part of NATO. Turkey is a very important part of NATO. Turkey has a complex trade relationship with America, and
like, you have to admit, that was some banger shape rotating right there. I don't know if anybody was watching that, but that was like, I got all I wanted from that. Told you I'm a shape rotator. I also told you it's my ads. I should have run fuck, I need to run more ads. I'm not gonna be able to make the quota. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I need to run an ad, unfortunately. Just avoid it in any means where you can. I'm sorry. I mean, I saw some shapes get rotated. I mean, bro, like, I'm doing rotational shit. Okay. Just spam up. Hold on, let's see what this thing is on Twitter.
Please pray for that moment, okay? Same with Russians, same with fucking Turks. They always pray for this, and it's never real, okay? It's never real.
That's so
almost
good.
Never is real.
RC Pinto.
There have probably been thousands of fucking instances where people will say, "Oh, dude, he died." He died, actually.
What is this? A World Cup for cricket?
My point is this.
Me.
With Vladimir Putin, with Turkey, okay? Do not listen to what they say. Watch what they do.
So true.
In most circumstances, they might portray themselves as against Israel and they might talk a big game, but in reality, they of course value their trade relationship, and the same goes
what
for
does
China
this do?
as well.
Crossblades damage.
Okay.
1 stamina. Cooldown. Oh my god, it's amazing. Okay.
Wait, was that the fucking... Oh, here. Is Erdogan not an Islamist? Erdogan is an Erdoganist.
Well, not good enough for me.
That's what he is. Erdogan only cares about one thing. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. That's it. He will... If tomorrow... it was more favorable for him to be a secular gay leader of Turkey, he would literally suck a dick on camera, okay? It's just currently infinitely more favorable for him to be
oh god. I think I can actually go again with the same build
globally.
I want some stamina packs though.
If you look at what he used to say back in like 2012 or many years before, he was like pro LGBT, and now he's running on a campaign of LGBT.
Okay, this will be tricky.
He ran on a campaign of saying his opponents in the coalition against him were gay. Okay, that was one of his major messages. They were gay and they loved Kurdish terrorists. That was his literal fucking campaign slogan.
Oh, get wrecked.
Okay. Of course, if you look back at like fucking 2012, he was like, our gay brothers and sisters need to be defended. Or not 2012. Yeah, sorry to correct, but I think it was 2002, not 2012. You're right. It was 2002. You are literally full of shit.
Oh god, no. Fuck. Okay.
And you suck Feto's dick. No wonder you don't go there. Erdogan is the definition of keeping it real goes wrong. And I suck Feto's dick. Yeah, totally, dude. I love the CIA
Okay, we have
asset.
to, I shouldn't have bought that.
You fucking got me. You know, people say I'm a Islamist. Fethullah Gulen, the Muslim cleric, the famous crying Muslim cleric, is a big fan of mine, and I'm a big fan of his. Right? How do you square that hole? You know what I mean? How do you fucking square that circle? You can't.
Quack,
One
quack,
moment
quack.
I am, a homosexual. One moment I'm a homosexual Marxist. The next I am a fan of CIA's very own Fethullah Gulen.
Okay. Oh, okay, I'm getting owned.
I knew this was coming when you started talking about Erdogan. I know. Ridiculous.
Oh, well, it was close. Okay, so this is not the best run. But I do have you now. One or the other. One of these things is not like the other.
Let's see what Kirby's saying.
This is war. It is combat. It is bloody. It is ugly, and it's going to be messy. And innocent civilians are going to be hurt going forward. I wish I could tell you something different. I wish that wasn't going to happen.
Oh man.
But it is going to happen, and that doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it dismissible. It doesn't mean that we aren't going to still express concerns about that. And do everything we can to help the Israelis do everything they can to minimize it. But that's unfortunately the nature of conflict.
Yeah, some children are gonna die, and that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Is always the line, dude. Always.
I want to get
Hamas
this, though.
government media office in Gaza says the territory has been hit with a total of 12,000 tons of explosives, equivalent to the atomic weapon dropped on Hiroshima. Now,
One per
before people
second.
say, wow,
2
this
points.
is a fucking lie because it's the Hamas-run media office in Gaza, something to remember is that a week prior to this, or longer than a week prior to this, Israel themselves openly stated that they dropped 6,000 bombs on Gaza, which is half of a Hiroshima, I guess. A Jewish New Yorker charged with brutally beating a Muslim man in a hate crime was himself targeted for his faith years earlier. What the fuck? What is this article? I don't know why you guys fucking sent this to me. I don't know why you want me to look at this. Party of God uniquely understands American tastes and sensibilities. They're winning Iowa in 2024. I think this is a Hezbollah video. I wasn't emotionally prepared for Hezbollah to sink Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train into a video of their guys obliterating communications infrastructure with recoilless rifles.
Oh my god.
That's insane. Okay, dude. They gotta dial it back. No. Bro, they gotta dial it back. That's crazy. The editing is out of control. What happened? What the fuck's going on? The editing is insane, dude. They timed it. They timed communications, communications infrastructure blowing up with the song, with the beats. That's insane.
Oh my god, okay. Holy moly. Holy okay, wow.
Now we know why Austin Ox is too fucking busy. Now we know why Austin Ox is too fucking busy to make my goddamn vlogs, dude. What the fuck?
Was that an Austin Ox edit?
This is the kids. The Kids Are Alright edition. They're protesting Free Palestine inside of fucking Roblox. Generation Alpha has made their statements known. Bro, why are you making fun of the Malaysian flag representation? Ian Miles Chung was there as well. Okay.
Hidup, hidup, hidup, hidup, hidup, hidup Palestin, hidup Palestin. Takbir. Allahu Akbar. Takbir. Takbir.
Takbir.
I think it's over.
What the fuck is going on, dude? Hey,
Oh no,
listen,
LBO was Hamas. Oh,
I don't even. Okay.
I was too focused on my
This is the
backpack
most
battle.
insane thing I've ever seen. Multiple straw hats in that Roblox crowd. Spot them. Yeah. Seems a lot
41
like
poison.
The One Piece fandom
41
understands
poison.
what One Piece is all about. You know what I mean? Low key interview is a fiery one. We are gonna do that in a second. Hold on. If I show that to my Jewish grandmother or my Jewish mother, she will definitely take away her granddaughter's iPad. No. I didn't let my kids go. It's too dangerous.
But can you get to 80 poison? Well, we'll just have to see, won't we?
Don't show this to your Jewish mother. Jewish mothers.
Hmm.
This is an Ostenox video.
That's the last message. Why the fuck does that bitch have an American accent? Bitch, if you don't take off that clown ass costume and go put on some cowboy boots and some red, white, and blue, we need you at the bleacher. Football season is happening. Go sing the national anthem, bitch.
Oh, my mouse just died. Hold on.
There a lot of people on TikTok are cooking the IDF TikTok account, specifically because soon the only legal way to protest will be in Roblox. Anyway. I was late. Did you talk about the cutie thing? No, I did not. Did you see Emma and Sam talk to Ilan Pape on Israel? Great interview. I did.
What cutie
I also
thing?
hit up Sam and I said, Sam,
What happened to cutie?
Uncle Sam, can you please link me up with Ilan Pape myself? I would love to have him on the stream. And he said yes. So we'll see. New unhinged, insane Israel-Palestine TikTok trend drop.
TikTok, you may have seen something recently that looks like this.
Double check.
So what you're
Oh,
seeing
she got
here
Taylor
is a Greek
Swifted? Oh,
origin
God.
TikToker battling against a Turkish TikToker in a live match over support for Israel versus Palestine. This is the same, but with different TikTokers. You win a TikTok live match by getting the most likes and gifts from viewers. Gifts are bought by viewers to send to streamers.
What?
So this is real people sending real money to TikTokers to gesture support for like the concept of Israel or Palestine. So these two have been going at it for like
We will never see the light of Allah. It's over. It's so Jover, dude. I mean, it's never been more Jover than it's been before. It's never been more Jover than it is now, okay? Oh my fucking Lord, dude. Holy
at
moly.
least a couple of days now. These battles just kind of go on a loop for hours at a time because it's profitable. So this is her winning her 12th battle in a row. Look, it's gross to grift off of.
There you go. Who won, though?
What is life
Palestine.
like on Bitch Island? I don't know. Ask
Jason
your mom.
Goldenfeast, thanks so much
Okay,
for the
there
follow.
you go. For those who really want to know what's going on.
Atrocities. But do you know who's really making money off of these? TikTok. Because they take roughly half of the money that creators make on live. This helps.
We do the same with you. That's a little ridiculous to fucking say when you just like look above on your fucking screen and recognize that this community has raised almost $1 million for Palestinian medical assistance. It's a little different, I think. You know, subscribing at the top of the hour to avoid the 3-minute ad break is a little different than fucking while simultaneously raising $1.1 million is a little different than people being like, oh yeah, I support Palestine, which is why I'm going to give you, TikToker, money. Also, I'm doing coverage of the news.
Yes, please.
You know?
Chat is removing context, yeah.
Here's the 3-minute ad break now. When is the money going to go there? I will talk to the Tiltify CEO, but I think it's already started. I think he started deploying money like last week.
I mean, yeah.
The way it works is, and it's not
I've got 1 life
airdropping
left,
money,
it's
chat.
fine.
They send this money to the 4 charities that are currently working on the ground.
Easy clap.
And then
Okay.
those
What is
charities
life
go and
like on
purchase
Bitch
shit.
Island? I don't know. Ask your mom.
One more game of sorry, I need to run another
doesn't,
ad break
like,
now. I
drop
apologize. I need
a
to
shit ton of
increase
cash
my
on Palestinians. Okay?
my
It
rate of
doesn't work
ads,
that
otherwise
way.
I'm not gonna be able to get like I haven't been running enough essentially, and Twitch will like take 30% of my ad income if I don't. So I'm gonna run one now.
I know you've been
run a
wanting to
10-minute
hear
ad, but you
Joey
can only run a
Behar's
max of
take on
3.
all this.
But
That is what Jews have faced.
one more game and then I think I'm done
Oh
for
my
today.
fucking Lord, holy baloney! I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
And
see
let's
Joey
do
Behar
this.
shit on,
Let's have a look at
the only
the
Palestinian woman in
You should
Congress,
pull a
okay?
toast. Okay.
What is this?
How much is
1.8,
Israel spending to promote
1.4.
its narrative? Imagine a 6-year-old child playing Angry Birds on his tablet. And
I think let's try
suddenly
get that.
an ad like this
I gotta pee. I'll
pops
be
up.
back.
The ad shows multiple scenes of armed men and rockets being fired, and then describes how families and children in Israel are being murdered, butchered, and executed. This
Ooh,
is
yay.
what a parent on X, formerly Twitter, posted after they noticed violent material clearly not suitable for a 6-year-old child. This ad is part of a massive Israeli-paid promotion campaign.
Oh, you should put a
across
toasty there to
social
stream
media
run just to run
aimed
ads.
at influencing public opinion and garnering support for Israel in its current war on Gaza. Beyond video games,
I can't let
ads
my
like
stream
these
just run though.
have also appeared across several social media
Wow.
platforms, such as
L
YouTube
already.
and X.
L
According
Gold
to
League
Politico,
already.
The Israeli Foreign Affairs Ministry created 75 different ads on YouTube, including some that contain graphic material. By using analytics tools, British journalist Sophia Smith-Gaylor posted that from the 7th until the 21st of October, Israeli ads on YouTube had heavily targeted several countries, including France, Germany, the UK, and the US.
But not
The
South
same
Africa.
Analysis from Sophia Smith-Gaylor estimates that the Israeli Foreign Affairs Ministry has spent around
Let's also go for some
$7.1
diamonds.
million on these YouTube ads.
It's sick because, like, at least Israel has healthcare. You know what I mean? You don't. But,
Oh, I think
you
I'm
know,
cooked
they
already
got,
for
they
this
got money
as
for
well.
healthcare. They got money for fucking ads that they run in
Bro,
America.
why am I getting Reapers every single time? Fuck. Oh
and
god,
then
Gold
apparently they
League
don't
is
have
so
enough
tricky.
money for fucking IDF helmets and gear. It's great.
5. Fuck
Love
this
the money
luck, bro.
machine. So sick.
These ads have yielded an estimated reach of 1 billion impressions during that period. As for X, Politico also reported that in a little over a week,
I
Israel's
should try
Foreign
luck
Affairs
build at some
Ministry
point, but
ran
today is not
30
that day.
ads. These campaigns
Bro, I'm gonna take
started
another L, I
appearing on
can't believe it.
October 12 in cities like Brussels, Paris, Munich, and The Hague. As an example, we looked at one of these ads to understand its reach. This video post, promoted on X, received over 17,000 reposts
Maybe not.
and over 5 million views as of October 24th. Many social media users
Fuck.
are outraged at
Just
how
the
such
timing.
adverts have been allowed on platforms that usually have strict guidelines prohibiting ads such as these. Google, for example, has reportedly removed around 30 ads containing violent images from its public library. Google says it maintains stringent policies against promoting ads that contain violent language, gruesome imagery, or graphic depictions of physical trauma. As an alternate strategy, the Israeli Foreign Affairs Ministry also promotes ads like these, showing fluffy pink clouds, unicorns, pastel
Oh yeah, we've seen
stars,
those.
and
We saw that
rainbows.
one.
But this, too, contains graphic details of attacks on Israel. Google's response to the Daily Dot website.
The fact that, first of all, this has been ongoing, right? We talked about the Hasbara operations. We talked about how important Western-facing
Yeah, I'm
propaganda
washed.
is for Israel. We've also, I mean, I have before talked about the AIPAC influence on American legislation, obviously. And in spite of all of that, the fact that there are still hundreds of thousands of people in the Western world taking it to the fucking streets is unimaginable. People will tell you that the reality is that for many, many, many years, okay, activism for Palestinians was lonely. It was a lonely cause. There were not that many fucking people out there who would speak out against Israel's war crimes against Palestinians, speak out against the occupation, speak out against the apartheid. And even now, there has never been a moment where the Israeli side of this conversation hasn't dipped below 50% approval, whereas the Palestinian side has only gotten 9% approval historically, sometimes dipping up to 12%. However, things are shifting. Things are changing. More and more polls coming out show that, especially for younger generations, a tide change is coming. Okay? Which is good. Any kind of support for Palestinians was unthinkable, was immediately met with horrifying criticisms of anti-Semitism for so fucking long. Now, does that mean that, like, an end to the apartheid will come? I do not know. I do not think so. But I will say that I have never, in all of my years of advocating for Palestinians,
seen as much support
the way I do, and felt less alone. Never. Or more alone, sorry. I've never felt, less alone. I don't feel alone. That's what I'm saying. It does not feel lonely any longer. Fuck. Fucked it up. I think I said it right.
About these ads was that this ad is appropriately labeled and is not serving on made for kids content or YouTube Kids, nor can it serve to kids. Apple, on the other hand, seems to be under heavy fire
that's me.
for Hamas videos in Angry Birds, possibly nightmares for children. In addition,
are you surprised Twitch hasn't banned you for your coverage by calling support for terrorism?
Oh god. Followed by that chatter.
When have I called support for terrorism? I think the person was saying that, like, not that I'm supporting terrorism, but the reason why he put it in air quotes is saying, like, don't you think that Twitch could ban you for and claim that you're supporting terrorism? Which, no, they would not.
They're not going to take a political
Are you surprised Twitch
stance.
doesn't ban you for a coverage by calling it support for terrorism? No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. That would be insane.
It would be insane.
Twitch banning their top political commentator, their top newscaster, okay, one of their largest content creators that has a long history of and a dedicated struggle against anti-Semitism, who has been banned by literal Nazis, who's been false copy striked by actual fucking Nazis who Twitch literally banned me for, by the way. Gavin McGinnis and Kanye West, where I was talking about their anti-Semitic rhetoric.
Gold League is tough, man.
Ridiculously anti-Semitic shit that they were saying, and I got banned for that. Twitch turning around and banning me now would be psychotic.
Yikes. Okay, well, this run is going to be over soon.
In addition to ads, there has been growing concern over the use of paid verified handles to disseminate misinformation. Since the 7th of October, Israel has dropped more bombs on Gaza than the US dropped on Afghanistan in a full year. The bombardment has leveled city blocks, mosques, hospitals, schools, houses, and office buildings, as well as roads and border crossings where people have massed to evacuate. While there is a real war being waged by Israel on Gaza, another war of a different type is raging on social media, and it's a propaganda war.
Anyway. My point is, any comment about Antonio Guterres? Yes, we're going to talk about that now. My point, I guess, is that regardless of how much Israel is spending, do you consider Al Jazeera a legit source? Yes, I do. My friend, I consider the New York Times to be a legitimate source as well. I understand that Al Jazeera has its biases, okay? I do. Just like the New York Times has theirs. Just like CNN has its biases, okay? This is a question I get asked all the time. As long as you recognize what those biases might be, then it's perfectly valid. We spend a shit ton of time looking at Fox News, especially when we're covering domestic policy. Why? Why do we do that? Because it's important to understand and tackle the conversation from every fucking avenue. This is something I do regularly. I would say it's one of the most important things I do regularly, which is try to instill that same
what do I always say, chat?
and offer you media literacy that you will never get anywhere else. To show the world and the landscape of the media from my perspective.
They've got me.
And show you every single
the
aspect
fatigue damage
of a
too.
news story. Unconditionally cover every single aspect of a news story. Doesn't matter what my own personal opinion on the issue is.
Damn. Oh, I won?
That is precisely the reason why I give you IDF spokespersons, and then also even show you, like, the fucking leader of the Al-Qassam brigades.
Holy moly, just barely, yeah.
Okay? That is, in my opinion, the only way to develop a decent understanding of exactly what's going on, especially cut through the fog of war.
4.
Unfortunately, this is not the
standard. I
can't
get the lightsaber.
In many respects, the unfortunate reality is...
I just need one spot.
That in mainstream media...
I guess, like...
A lot of outlets that do great reporting on the ground, okay? They fucking nail it from time to time. But a lot of outlets will cover things and maintain... the position of being objective arbiters,
4,
okay?
3.
But then they'll omit key details or refuse to look at the other side, refuse to recognize the humanity of the other side, one side over the other. Have an interest in, putting up weapons
move bird down one to make it more effective.
People that
don't have enough space.
Have a genuine stake in the continuation of wars.
Let's see.
Every single outlet is biased. Every single one.
1, 2.
Of course they are. You have to parse through all of those outlets because you still need those outlets. You still need real journalism to occur. But you have to also recognize that there will always be certain biases in the way that they cover a key
4.
detail.
following the escalating violence in Gaza, where Israel is attacking more targets ahead of
I
a
need to get
likely
the saber
invasion.
though.
A military spokesman said this morning that ground troops are ready for the next stage of the war against Hamas. Tony DeCopa
4.
joins us again from Ashkelon, Israel, near the Gaza border. Tony, good morning.
Okay, how
Hey,
can
good
I
morning,
do that?
guys. Day 18 and this invasion still hasn't happened, but Israel vowed once again yesterday to launch what it calls a lethal ground invasion of Gaza, including the kind of tricky urban warfare that never goes quite as planned. And 30 miles south of here at the Zaylim Army Base, Israel is working to prepare thousands of soldiers to kick indoors in Gaza and make those split-second decisions that will affect who lives and who dies.
Jesus Christ.
Deep in the Israeli desert, there's a place soldiers call the Strip.
5 days ago, there was nothing here.
1.6,
In
1.4.
5 days, we built all this place.
This training ground for urban warfare sprang up after the terror attacks of October 7th.
1.
Now, Lieutenant Colonel Mati Shevak says he's readying soldiers for a chaotic street-to-street hunt for Hamas.
There.
Some will hide in the tunnels. Some will hide inside civilian houses.
There's a couple different reasons as to why they haven't done ground operations, because they want to fucking make sure that they... Wait, hold on. They want to... I gotta grab my food. They want to make sure that they don't start a fucking three-front war.
Some will take off their uniform because they'll be so scared.
Is that more
to
worth
put
it?
Civilian uniform. And some will come to fight to die because they want to be shahidim.
Martyrs.
Yeah. They're going to stand in front of us.
Yeah, I
but
think it's
very
worth
fast. They're going to collapse. And then we're going to run in. And they're going to lose control of themselves.
Soldiers come in by the busload, eager for the chance to put training into action.
The morale between the soldiers are pretty high.
Well, we'll just have to see.
We want to get in because it's what genocide.
It's been a tough run. It's been a
Major
terrible run.
Ron, who didn't want to give his last name for security reasons, is responsible for preparing his unit to kick
Okay,
doors.
yeah, it's over.
Clear.
Yeah.
Scan.
Shoot.
and
Actually,
clear
no, it's not.
rooms.
What do you expect to find in Gaza?
Go get
A lot
wrecked.
of, explosive stuff. I think
I
most
should
of it
reserve
is
that.
now under the ground in the tunnels. And about face-to-face combat, I think we're not gonna see as we saw.
Wait, what did he say he's eager for?
It's what genocide.
Major Ron, who didn't want to give
Wait.
to put training into action.
The morale between the soldiers are pretty high.
Morale is very high.
The morals. We want to get in because it's what genocide.
Major Ron, who didn't want to give his last name.
Oh, he's saying October 7th was a genocide. Not what the idea. No, he does not think what they are doing is genocide. He's saying they experienced a genocide.
Okay.
For a set, like, I literally thought, oh man, he's just fucking going crazy. No, he's just, his perspective is of course, incredibly.
All right.
I literally thought he was like, for a second, I misunderstood what he was saying. There's no way he would say that anyway. There's no shot that they would allow. The only people that get to say that are fucking far-right members of the Knesset, and they only write it in Hebrew, thinking that people will not translate it with Google fucking Translate and go, holy shit, this member of Knesset and the far-right party literally said we need to do a Nakba that's far worse than the first Nakba, which we regularly act like did not happen at all. You know?
Name for security reasons is responsible for preparing his unit to kick doors.
Bye. I'm gonna go to bed after this as well.
Shoot.
And clear rooms.
What do you expect to find in Gaza?
A lot of explosive stuff. I think most of the terrorists now under the ground in the tunnels. And about face-to-face combat, I think we're not gonna see as we saw the 7th of October.
You don't think they'll be face-to-face?
I don't think so. They're hiding inside the tunnels.
Hamas says it has built an extensive 300-mile underground network it uses to launch attacks. But when we asked the lieutenant colonel about his biggest fears and worries right now, his answer...
Okay, let's see.
That part is real. They do have an insane tunnel network underneath Gaza. It's true.
Okay, getting through the armor.
What? Hassan, I've never done this, but a chatter posted an earlier long message coming from a Palestinian friend of his who died in an Israeli attack a few days ago. The chatter's username is the Paradigm Shift. Check the user card and read it. A Palestinian friend of mine died from the airstrikes as reported a few days ago. I'd like to share this quote with you from his brother. We were talking about why no one will stop this, and he said, "You're Israeli, cutting the boy Palestine's arm off. He said, you're Israel, cutting the boy's Palestine arm off for sticking his finger in the fire so he won't do it again and burn himself, which is already an overstep. But what the media never mentions is why the boy keeps trying to do it, which is they kept him in a freezer with no warmth." Jesus Christ. A Palestinian friend of mine died from the airstrikes as reported a few days ago. This is what his quote was. I'd like to share this quote with you from his brother.
Fuck,
We're talking
man.
about why no one will stop this, and he said, "You're
Come
Israel,
on, Bobby,
cutting
let's
the
go,
boy
Bobby."
Palestine's arm off for sticking his finger in the fire
Secret
so he
Reaver,
won't
thank you
do
for
it
the
again
follow.
and burn himself, which is already an overstep. But what the media never mentions is why the boy keeps trying to do it, which is they kept him in a freezer with no warmth." Thank you for sharing that. Holy shit. Okay.
Fuck.
Let's continue.
Surprised us.
I think the major concern for most of the soldiers is we're gonna have to stop in one point of time because we really want to end this war once and for all.
The major concern is having to stop? I don't
Yeah.
understand.
We're gonna have an order that the war ends and we didn't finish our mission. We really want to end the mission and this war and take the Hamas threat off of our civilians.
Are you saying you're concerned that the politicians will stop the conflict before the IDF can finish the job?
I don't know who, but I know the IDF commanders and the IDF
God.
soldiers.
Okay, never mind. Okay,
are
well,
really motivate to bring security to the country.
I'm hanging on.
As for what might come after the
Yeah, you
group
heard
is
him.
Okay,
He said it.
GG's.
That's where the preparation ends.
We are prepared to be in battle in Gaza as long
GG's.
as it takes.
Well, at least
Take
a
all
grade rating.
Threats off of our civilians.
All right, everyone.
What's going to happen after?
Have a good one. I'm going to send you guys to Devon. And yeah, have a really, really good rest of your day, everyone. All right, Devon. Be nice to Devon.